Hey, it's Derek with A to Z Family Business, and this is another episode of You Ask, We Answer. A common question: are you licensed and insured? The answer is yes, but that's a very easy thing to say in the state of Pennsylvania. Let me explain why that's such an easy thing to say. So, in Pennsylvania, to become a licensed and insured contractor, all you have to do is go to the Attorney General's website, fill out an application, and get $50,000 worth of liability insurance in order to be a Pennsylvania contractor and to say that you're licensed and insured. Unfortunately, in today's market and the average home value, especially in the area that we work, being around $250,000 at a bare minimum, $50,000 doesn't go very far on a home that's worth at least $250,000 or more. But that's besides the point. Electricians and plumbers, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning are kind of like three areas that a lot of contractors will say that they are licensed and insured, because in Pennsylvania, technically they are. So you do not need to have a special electrician's license or a special plumber's license to be able to do work in most townships and cities in the state of Pennsylvania. Some you do have to have special. So with that, somebody who doesn't know what they're doing can say that they're licensed and insured to work on your home and do electrical or plumbing work, which could be extremely dangerous. Now, at A to Z Family Business, we do have the exact same licenses technically that everybody else has, but we bring in people that have a lot more experience. For example, our electrician has over 25 years of experience working in both commercial and residential and union doing electrical work. So he knows the code, we pass all of our inspections without issues, and he understands what he's doing. All right, back to the insurances. $50,000 in liability insurance. At a bare minimum, most companies should have $1 million per occurrence policy, is something you want to look out for. Workers' comp is another thing. So a lot of contractors will subcontract work out. So they will be essentially the general contractor, and then their subcontractors theoretically then need to have liability insurance. If they don't have liability insurance and that they are not theoretically then covered, and your home coverage or your home insurance would have to cover if there was any damage done to your home by a subcontractor, because the contractor you hired would not actually have a policy that would cover the work that was done, since they were not the ones doing it and they had a subcontractor doing it. Secondly, if you have people on your property that are either the owners of companies or they're subcontractors of somebody else, theoretically, or in most cases, they do not have workers' compensation insurance. Workers' comp insurance is what covers the employees, God forbid something happens on your property. So if somebody falls off of a ladder and they're either the owner of a small company that you hired or they are a subcontractor of another company that you hired and they do not have workers' comp insurance, you are liable as the homeowner to pay those damages. Now, your home insurance policy is going to cover some of that, but there's a chance if something was serious and somebody was paralyzed or something serious happened that you would not have the coverage, and it could end up putting you in a really big financial spot. So we just like to talk about this so that you understand the differences in insurances, the way that you hire contractors, the way that you make decisions to make sure that you're protected and covered. So are we licensed and insured? Yes, we are licensed and insured. But that in the state of Pennsylvania is one of the few states to where it really doesn't mean that much. All right, this is another episode of You Ask, We Answer.